Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Trojans will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Buys just enough space to cross. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Offense set on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Makes his connection. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
Looking for a deep man. He's got it up to 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Gator! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's French. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Complete downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On second down, wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Marks. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in this situation. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on him. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the defense.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The RPO, it's complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But a nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
And that ball is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Branch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move, he fires. On target to the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Gators have moved it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Floats it out in space. And tackled there by the defense.
When offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out. It's tight windows. Really nice.
Takes it to the house. Touch. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. The snap sets up the throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Florida 13, USC 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to throw, it's Moss. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Back to the air one more time. Fires left. Makes the grab. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Branch. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Into the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great.
He's loose. He's at the 40. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gator. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
He's got it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
USC 6.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking to buy time. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the right side. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Third down coming up.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
USC.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
All right, let's get it.
Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answers so far. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete, and looking for enough for the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air, it's Moss. Going up top. Oh, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He's back to throw on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Might be looking to run. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He's got the 2-point conversion, and now they cut that lead to 12. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
USC 14.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Still on his feet at the 35. Running toward the tape. At the 20. Touchdown, Gator. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And they'll try to tack on 2. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return.